Hey, what's up? I'm Kira.
I'm DJ Pee-wee.
Bonnie Beats.
And we're Miami Soundwave. Welcome to episode 1 of our new podcast. We have so many awesome episodes in the works. So stick around, subscribe, right? Subscribe, and yeah, let's get to it.
So our first topic is going to be women dating in the music industry. We're going to go over jealousy, what it's like to hold a relationship, what it's like to date people in the industry, people who are out of the industry, what it's like to... all that good stuff. So we're going to jump right into it. The first topic is...
how is it dating?
Yeah, just how's it dating? You start, P.
Yeah, for me, it's very hard. Most of my relationships have failed because guys don't understand.
What are they not understanding?
Guys don't understand what being a girl is in this industry because a lot of them are fucking uber jealous and they think guys are like with their dicks out, like coming up to the DJ who's like, put it in your mouth, and it's like, yo, it's not like that at all. Like, relax. And I think it's been my choice of men before that they're just fucking crazy and jealous. But yeah, it's been rough up until recently.
Nice.
So yeah.
What about you? What do you think?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? All right, this is Soundwave. We're talking about being in relationships, women dating in the industry.
Yep.
Kira, girl, talk to us. What is it like, or what has it been like for you?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Okay, it's cool.
What about you?
All right, Bonnie, what about
Yeah,
you?
what about you?
Oh man. Well, look, when it comes to dating, being a DJ or producer, you know, it's all about
nightlife.
And nightlife in general. It's just really about being with somebody who understands the nature of your work and establishing good communication.
So how has that been for you, babe?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever had like a crazy ex pop out at you while you're
All
working?
the time.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Or like a girl
man.
be like, oh, I know where she's, or a girl or a guy be like, I know where this person's gonna be. I'm gonna pull up on her.
Yeah.
This, that, and the other.
You know what I have had?
Any crazy stories?
I've had somebody that didn't understand. Like, if I'm posting on Instagram, like, haha, kiki, like,
Yeah.
you know, in the middle of DJing, that doesn't mean I can stop and be texting you.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
I'm not
picking up your call.
Right, I'm not trying to communicate with anybody. It's quick. Like, adding a story is so fucking
And
quick.
it's a part of, you know, your promotions.
Right, but people take it really offensive, and then they're like, fuck you, bitch.
Like, why don't you
Why
answer
did you
me?
text me that? Why did you wait until the end of your gig to text me? Because that's what a fucking person does.
Not on my
like,
phone, yeah.
No man, or has that ever happened to you where people just want to start shit
Yes.
while you're DJing? Like, we can't talk about this right now. Like, I am DJing. And it's like, no, but last week, oh my God, I am working right now. I cannot talk to you about this business.
Yeah,
Like, I can't.
it's like, you know, like there's plenty of jobs that you can't like be on your phone or accessible.
Yes, 100%.
And I feel like, you know, if you're a surgeon, your SO would understand that. But like, just because we're posting it online doesn't mean that we're posting it online.
Exactly. And back to what you're saying, like, yeah, there's been people who just pull up.
Do you guys have any crazy stories?
Well, I had an ex that just like showed up to every single party that I did.
Like in a supportive way?
No.
oh,
After
as in
we
a
broke-
bodyguard away?
we broke up, and it was like
Oh.
we were in bad terms. Like, I don't want to see you. You supposedly are not. You shouldn't want to see me.
And she's like, oh, how convenient. Yes, I'm billed.
And just shows up, dances away, drinks, and then leaves. But it's like, and homegirl would post up in front of the DJ booth.
Oh my gosh.
Why?
Your attention?
Was she buying drinks, right?
Huh?
She buying drinks?
No. Oh, buying drinks at the bar. I mean, yeah. All right. I guess. Whatever.
Look us.
I guess. So let's see. What about how is it like dating somebody in the industry?
I used to be totally I'm not dating any motherfucker in the industry because I thought it would hurt. But I actually think the only person I could date is someone that's in the industry because they're the only one that will understand what I deal with. They're the only one that has the same hours that I have. You know, they can actually hang out with me because they don't have a 9 to 5. Nothing against anyone with a 9 to 5. It's just like, you have to, if you're going to be with someone, you have to spend time. And like, I probably wouldn't have time to chill with that person because their schedules are completely reversed. So I am pro dating someone in the industry.
Word. And I kind of like to piggyback off of Pee-wee, what she said. the person doesn't have to be necessarily industry, but they just got to know the inner workings of it. So like the showboating side of it, the character that we have to be, like you said earlier, just the nature of our work, especially the social media aspect of it, that I guess people with 9 to 5, people whose business doesn't rely heavily on social media.
I was about to say, I have a very close friend. Her boyfriend is very successful in not necessarily nightlife, but artistry. And she's like, oh, he's so annoying when he does this and that. And who does he think he is? I was like, he thinks he's his brand.
Right.
That's how he's making this money. You know what I mean? Like, he needs to continue being this, because if he posts like you, which is sparsely, just like everybody, like who posts on their personal accounts, he wouldn't be as successful because he's not promoting and he's not, whatever, this, that, and the other. He's not being annoying. He's being his brand.
100%.
You know what I mean? So it's like, they need to understand stuff like that, and maybe only somebody in the industry can understand that. And because I was there to have that conversation with her, she was able to step back and see it from a different person's perspective, not like her friends who, do like 9 to 5 in school, who would be like, oh, like, he's so annoying.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right, for sure. So, do you guys keep your personal life private, or are you guys public? Wait, do you keep your personal life private?
Spotlight.
I would prefer to keep it private, because I feel like you have to know your audience. You know what I mean? So people want to see a certain thing from you because that's where they found you.
Right.
It's not your friends following you. It's not people you grew up with following you.
Right.
Who've been knowing you. It's like somebody who saw you out one night working, and like, yo, like that person is this, that, and that in my eyes, because that's who we were that night. You know what I mean?
Right.
If they see me not being that, if they see me being like wifey, maybe they're like, oh, like, what is this? Like, I don't want this. This is not what I signed up for.
Right.
Next, and unfollow. Like,
I think a lot of, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No.
I think a lot of women DJs, we're a little sexualized, and it depends whether you want to be open to being sexualized or not. And if that's something that helps your branding, it would hurt you to
in a relationship.
as desirable.
And then let's say like you're posting yourself like sexy and done up, and you're also posting your man. What is he, gonna hear from other people being like, oh, your girl's this, your girl's that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, it's not about protecting them, but it is a consideration, because nobody needs to know, you know what I mean? So there's different things, but
Right, but I think like a part of people's brand, some women, is being desired. Like that's just a part of it. So it's like when you eliminate that factor, like, okay, she's taken, like it just hurts.
It closes off.
Right.
Yeah.
So
like we spoke of earlier, I think it also depends on just your audience.
Right. Who's your audience?
So for me, and being in same-sex relationships, at least for women, they really do condone that. They really support, like we all really support each other. We really, love is love.
And I love seeing that too. Like on Instagram, when I see girls together, I'm like, fuck yeah, like it's dope.
And it's hella cute, and we really do like I said earlier, they like the girl and they're like, ooh, and your girlfriend cute too. Boop.
Right.
You gotta like.
And I also think because it's like, now we're going into like this more of a accepted world, like where like before being gay was a little taboo. Would you agree?
Yeah.
So like now with Instagram, like the non-conventional relationships are just so like applauded, because it's like you're daring, like this is what the fuck I am, and
it's something that you can brand yourself as. You know what I mean? It's like, do you want people to know that you're gay, queer, fluid, whatever it may be? It's like, where do you want to stand with it, on social media and branding? And that can be something that can create, another following for you and another group of people who are there to support you. Or will it, not, like, is that not the plan that, one person would like to take? Do you even want people to know your business, with everybody, because
for sure.
Like, we keep very low pros.
Right.
And we all keep very low pros.
Yeah, all of us.
All of us really do. You know what I mean? So it's like people don't even know what our personal life really is, aside from the people who are close to us.
People don't even know my real name.
Yeah.
Do people know your real name?
My first name? No.
Right.
Not my first name.
People don't know your first name either.
No, they don't. They think Bonnie's like a legit ass name.
I thought Bonnie was your name.
No, it's not.
I didn't even know you guys were not from.
Right. I consider myself
real vibe till I die.
That's a whole other topic.
Exposing DJs.
So, what do you guys think is inappropriate behavior while you guys are working?
Ooh.
Inappropriate behavior.
Yeah, like Okay, for me, for example, I have girls that touch me super fucking inappropriate all the time, and I have to be like, but like, nah, that shit ain't cool. Like, if I don't want a guy touching me a certain way, like, girls shouldn't be touching me that way. And I understand when we drink, we get very handsy, but like, don't fucking touch me. Don't try to make out with me. Don't kiss my neck. Don't grab my ass. Like, don't put my hand in your pants to feel your vagina, because that has happened to me before.
Whoa.
So yeah,
that is a lot.
It's
really?
happened. Yeah, girl was like, look how wet you make me feel.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I was like, what?
Ladies,
nah, bitch.
keep it under control.
Yo, needed fucking hand sanitizer for a whole ass week. Like, it was.
Wow. That is so much.
Yeah, holy water, everything. Everything.
Soda water.
But yeah, so that's for me, like, I feel like guys know what it is. Like, they won't ever dare to touch me while I work.
Because I feel like the call out culture with you running the energy, you know, as the DJ, you're in charge of shit. You could call the fuck at it. Anybody who tries you.
Right.
But like as a girl, you're gonna be like, why would I? Like,
yeah. And honestly, I feel like, I don't know, I think this is like an isolated situation, but like when I DJ, I've been told that I intimidate guys from talking to me, from approaching me. Like, they'll rather DM me after versus like come up to the set. Whereas like a girl is like, oh my god, like, I love you, bitch, Like,
wow.
It's too much. It's like way too much. So that for me, it's like really with women. Like, women don't understand it's inappropriate because they're also a girl, and like they're like, oh, you know, bitches love bitches. And I'm like, no. So, what do you think?
I mean, inappropriate behavior. I mean, that's definitely okay. Yeah, someone grabbing your hand, putting it down their pants. So it's definitely a little inappropriate.
Is a true story, man.
Or people trying to like throw themselves over your mixer to try and make out with you, grabbing you by the neck too, or grabbing you by the shirt, your titty flying out. Like, that has legit happened to me. It's
she
like
got them chains.
like my, cause I'm like you. I don't like wearing bras sometimes. Doesn't matter.
With teta pa fuera.
Teta fuera all day. Man, let them breathe. Free the nip. Hashtag. And what?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I mean, definitely that, you know, but I mean, it doesn't happen to me a lot. I'm a little bit more of a stoic DJ, you know. I'm more about like, I'm in the zone, you know. I'm about the vibe. I look up and I laugh and I have cheers, but I'm not like on the mic.
Right. You're not as approachable.
So I feel like, if you think you intimidate people, I feel like I extremely
definitely intimidate people.
I mean, and it's also been, people have told me.
But don't you think that's a good thing?
I think so. It means less problems.
Right. It's a blessing and a curse, because you don't want people being like, she's a bitch, or like having like their own like opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Because that happens too. Because people don't understand when we're looking at our laptop concentrating, we're just fucking concentrating. We're not like resting bitch face, ignoring you. Like we have a party to take care of. Yeah, when people are like, can you play
It's my birthday.
Can you play Yeah from Usher, please?
Or Despacito.
Oh my god, can you play Despacito? Can you suck my ass?
It's my best friend's birthday. We're about to leave.
Yeah, we're about to leave. Can you please play? You got money?
Good night.
But you see now the problem with having now imagine dealing with that and balancing a relationship at the same time.
Right.
What if your boo comes out? Because that happened to me once. I actually had somebody try and grab me, trying to make out with me with my person there. And they were, and
I got some explaining.
Oh my goodness, it was.
Oh my god, I had
wild.
a situation too where a friend of mine who's a DJ, a guy, his girl was stalking him. I don't know how the fuck you do this, but she saw a story. No, she saw a story of him, and the girl. What happened was the girl was asking for a request, so she's like reaching over the booth, like, can you play Yeah from Usher or whatever the fuck it is, right? And he's like,
never request Yeah from Usher to Pee-wee ever.
Please, especially not at a fucking hip hop party, Jesus Christ. So the girl is like, you know, reaching over, talking, and he's just
getting close because the music's loud.
Right, and he's just saying like, not right now, but being friendly. And like in the story, it looked like he was like, mommy, what's your number? You know what I mean? So like it just looked bad and all that crazy shit.
Now, do you feel like if that was your relationship or if you were, you know, that guy, the DJ, do you feel like you need to owe anybody an explanation if somebody comes and like they're like, oh, what's this? Like, what do you do from that point?
I think so.
Man,
or should somebody already understand that that's literally not what
it is because they need
to be secure enough?
If it's every night, if it's all the time you pressing me, I'm gonna get so fucking annoyed for sure.
Right,
but if it's like an occurrence, like, yo, this didn't look
this
right,
made me feel uncomfortable,
I'll explain it. I feel like you should you explain yourself to your partners.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely about communication for sure, but like, you know, some people are really insecure in that relationship, and like at that point when you notice your partner is insecure, like
right. I was gonna say that.
Like, what do you do?
Right. I was gonna say, like, if the same way they know what they sign up for, you gotta know what you sign up for too. Like, if that person is insecure and that shit's affecting your peace, your career, all that shit, you gotta cut it too, because it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
Because, like, let's say, like, whatever, your person is like, yo, like, you know, I don't like you posting this, that, and the other. And because you care so much about them, you step back. By doing that, you're hurting yourself. You know what I mean? You're hurting your brand. This is not our personal page.
Right.
You know, this is an income, like a source of money that people find you.
Right.
So, like, if your person was like, oh, I wish you wouldn't repost stories when people come and, like, take a video with you in the booth. Like, if it's a guy or if it's so-and-so or if it's, you know, where do you go from there?
I think you just have to talk to the person you're with and just be like, look, like, this is what everything comes with. You like it or you don't.
Yeah, it really is just that.
It's neither here nor there. I'm not disrespecting you. I come home every single night. I'm not texting other guys. If someone DMs me and says, well, you look so pretty in that, I'm going to send them a heart. And it's nothing friendly. It's just me being nice. Friendly meaning I'm not trying to holler at them, like, period. You know, I'm not being like, thank you, like, let's go out to dinner. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not disrespecting you. Know that this is just the industry we're in and this is what it comes
But whereas maybe somebody who's dating somebody not in nightlife or not in the industry, and somebody said, like, oh, you look great, like, you're so beautiful, and you sent them a heart, that could be taken as, like, maybe something else. Like, so do you feel like just us working literally in this industry, like, means that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
means what? What do you mean?
Yeah, I didn't get that. So, okay, for me, for example, like, I just think it's kind of rude to leave people on red when they compliment you.
100%.
Like, I don't know, like, if they went out their way to say, like, you look very pretty, then it's like, thank you, and I'm gonna go on my way and acknowledge that. But acknowledging doesn't mean, hey, send me a dick pic. Hey, let's start texting. Like, no, it's just thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
And I always explain that to anyone I'm with. Like, it's not more than that. Period. Like, they complimented me and I'm saying thank you.
Yeah. And again, it's like all about, it's like that whole social media culture. Like, you want that engagement, quote unquote. You want to keep that conversation going. You want that buzz about you going. It's all a matter of just getting with the right person who understands the nature of your work, and that encompasses all of it: the social media aspect, the nightlife aspect of it, the hours, and just also just the fact that people are gonna want to approach you.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And I think, again, it's like, it also just, I guess, enlightening them. I know I've had conversations where I'll say, this is how I respond to these people, because, like you said, you know, they went out of their way to compliment you. They went out of their way to be nice, to comment. It's good to talk back. Right. You know, we're not too good for that. You know?
For sure. I think also find someone, if you're in the industry, find someone that understands passion.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, I know a friend of mine who my friends are in a relationship, and one person has this 9-to-5 life, they pay the bills, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, let me stress out, there's nothing wrong with doing what you do, coming home, paying the bills. But him, in retrospect, he's someone that he has a dream and he wants to chase that, and that person doesn't understand it. But they don't understand because they don't have passion for anything in life. So they don't understand that passion takes sacrifice. To go after your dreams, it takes a lot of sacrifice. And it's just moral of the story is that just be with someone that understands passion, creativity, and that things are not as black and white. Or how do I say this?
If they don't understand that, the relationship will go nowhere, because we don't work into the night. We don't do this, that, and that for whatever. We do it because that's what we're, and
that's what makes you ultimately happy. And if I'm not happy, I can't make anyone else happy. If I'm every night thinking, regretting, like, why am I not doing something, I'm going to subconsciously take that shit out on you.
Yeah, so you're definitely going to resent them. Absolutely. And this boils down to, I guess finding somebody who aligns with your passions and gets the nature of your work, for sure. And it's just, and in turn, you also support them in their dreams. Like, they just gotta understand.
And
there's gotta be trust. Also, there's gotta be trust. Has to be reinforced and there, strong. If not, I don't know.
So are you guys saying that within nightlife, the only other place to find somebody who will understand you is nightlife?
No,
not at all.
I think maybe what I just said too. Maybe someone that understands passion. Maybe that's directly what it is. Like, someone that, it doesn't have to be. My preference is someone that in nightlife, because that's the only time we can hang out. But for anyone else, I think it's just somebody that is your support system that gets you and understands fashion for sure. I have a question. Do you think it's harder or different for a guy DJ dating women?
Ooh.
Like this conversation is a woman dating whatever in the industry, but is there a difference with guys?
Well, going back to what we spoke of the audience, I feel like if a guy has a girlfriend, that doesn't reflect negatively on his brand. Whereas if a woman, you know, at least a heterosexual woman putting on a guy, I feel like it hurts her brand.
100%. That's why I brought that shit up.
Yeah, because 100%. If anything, goes back to even what I said, but depending on your audience, I feel like it may even add to the guy's brand. It's like, oh, look at him, he has a girlfriend, like he's stable,
especially a hot girlfriend. It's like,
and
oh my gosh, yeah.
And then again, women love to at the end of the day, I feel like women really do. We really love and support each other. And I feel like a guy, if he puts on his hot girlfriend or his cute girlfriend, whomever, like his female fans are gonna be like, oh my god, they're adorable. Oh my god, I love her outfit. Oh my god, I love this. I love him. I think he's so cute.
I think a guy becomes more desirable when they have a hot girlfriend.
That too.
I feel like girls are gonna be way more in their DM, like, oh, he pulled that, like, you know what I mean? It just becomes like,
or he's just like in his zone, and it's like now it's more of like a chase, or it's like,
right.
Ooh,
that's
it's
like,
like,
you know, unfortunately, there are some women out there who are like that. Like they like men who are unattainable.
Yeah.
I think anybody, like guys too, but it's more so women. So I think it benefits the guy. And I think also too, women are so used to men being the provider, right? That like when they're out getting in, they're in the nightlife and they have those crazy hours, like it's kind of like the social norm. I hate to say that, but like it's just women are more like, you have to be understanding because I'm paying the bills and I'm out here doing this. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Or is that
a little bit. I think so.
Like women are so used to taking the back seat.
Right.
And we have to understand that you're gonna work these crazy hours and be around these women, whereas it's not as normal.
And like
for
you have
woman.
no choice.
Right. This is what it is. You know, whereas like men aren't really used to having a female that's in the studio till 5 in the morning with a bunch of dudes. Yeah. It's just not socially normal. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
So my opinion to that question is, I think it's like 1,000% different.
Yeah, I think for sure. I think for men, I guess for women with a boyfriend, I guess we see more of a deterrent, and then men with a girlfriend, it's more definitely an attractive factor.
Right.
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
If you guys don't agree, leave it in the comments below.
Yes,
let's start a
let
debate.
Us know your opinion.
Let's start a debate. Let's talk about it.
And would you date a female DJ? Why or why not?
Yeah. What do you think, guys? I think that wraps it up for today.
So can we say a general advice to women in the industry, what they should look for?
Absolutely. A little recap.
Right.
Definitely find somebody who understands the nature of your work.
This goes for friends too.
Yeah, especially and friends too.
Because sometimes, you know, your friends don't understand, like, hey, you're out every night. Why can't you come out and see me? I'm not out. I'm paying the bills.
Right.
Like,
right.
That's true.
Or like, hey, sorry. Like, have you guys ever had to like tell somebody like, no, you shouldn't pop out to this? Like,
why wouldn't I want them to pop out? Why haven't you wanted them to pop out?
Wait, let me say this before you say yours. I have had that once because that person made me nervous and I couldn't focus. And that's why
are we really wrapping it up?
No, yeah.
Okay, we're going to extend this.
I didn't want that person because that person made me nervous and I had to shine that day, that I was like, I don't want anything deterring me from doing what the fuck I gotta do.
Reaching my goal.
Right.
Just doing it.
Okay. What about you?
I agree. You know, I don't like people that I hold to a very high standard, like within my close relationships coming to see me, because, you know, like, it's not about talking a big game and then it's this. It's just about like really trying to, like you said, do the best that you can with no distractions. And it's like, will that person be a distraction? Because you're thinking a mile a minute about different stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I definitely agree with that. Like,
right.
Sometimes I'm like, you know, like, thanks for coming out, but like, I need to do my thing, and like, you know.
Right.
I think, again, like with all relationships, that needs to be communicated. Because, for example, me, I'm that friend that pops up for everything. So I try at least to. I like to try. So I mean, you know, if the person just needs to tell me like, yo, I think this for today, let's sit this one out, or you know, or I don't know. I just feel like it's communication, right?
Yeah, because with that person that made me nervous, I didn't communicate that for months, and I'd always be like, I'll beat around the bush with it, like,
because you're not trying to hurt their feelings,
right? And then when I finally told that person, yo, listen, you make me fucking nervous. I can't focus when you're in the room. He was like, got it. Why the fuck didn't you say that before? Like,
right. I had something to say too, but I kind of forgot. What was it? Oh, for me, my experience with that is, for me, it's I DJ'd a wide variety of parties, and I've done oh my goodness, I've done submission parties where it's like the kinky leather shit. And I've done Vogue parties, you know, where it's just like that whole queer dance culture. And I've done house parties and I've done Latin parties. I've done parties of all sorts. So if I catch wind that somebody is gonna want to go to X party and they don't know what they're getting themselves into, I will give that disclaimer. I'll tell them, I won't tell them not to show up, but I'm gonna tell them, listen, this is the kind of party that it is, this is the kind of sound. Go at your own discretion.
Oh, I just had something like that too.
You know? Because as a DJ, like, we naturally want people to feel good, feel comfortable,
right?
And be a part of the bigger community that is like the dance floor and stuff like that.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Of course, yeah. So, what was your experience with that?
I want to say this right.
Okay, guys. This. God.
I look at you. I want to say this right. So I recently did a party that was all gay guys, and I was gonna invite someone to be there with me because it was a boat of all men, so I didn't know. I thought it was like a different situation, so I wanted to make sure like I wasn't in the middle of the ocean
with a ton of men by yourself.
Right, because you never know. You never know. So I invited that person, not realizing, and then when we got there, that person was like, which was a guy, he was like, I ain't going on that boat.
You see? But
I don't need it. There's nothing against those guys. That was the most lit boat ride ever.
Well, it's not about them. It's about that person you're
right.
with.
That person would have been uncomfortable. Like, and I mean, he's cool with gay guys, but like, that situation specifically, he was just like, you're going to be good. Have fun.
It happens.
Right. But, so with advice that we give to girls in the industry dating, what do you have to say?
Trust, communication, support. Make sure you have the right people in your circle who understand the nature of your work.
And know your worth too, because depending on what your position is in, like nightlife, like definitely know your worth, because you never know people's intentions, and try to just get down to like the truth of it.
Right. And throughout your relationship, if you start noticing them acting crazy, jealous, if they start coming at you trying to change you, cut it. It saves you so much. It will help you further yourself in your career by cutting out bad energy. We don't realize how much bad energy holds us back from so much. I believe in manifestation and the law of attraction, and none of that can prosper if you have bad energy around you. So.
And people wishing like on your downfall and stuff like that all day, because sometimes the people closest to you could be those people, you know. So.
Right. So keep your energy clear and have everyone around you being your support system. You don't have to have 1,000 friends. You can have 2 people that really love you and support you, and that's all you need.
100%. So that's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in to the first episode of Miami Soundwave Sessions. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave comments below. Subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. And share.
Yes.
And then comment.
Yeah, if you agree, disagree with anything that we said, please let us know. And
if you guys have any crazy stories about dating people in the industry, you know, you being in the industry dating somebody else, let us know. We want to hear that.
And I really want to know, would you date a female DJ?
Ooh.
Let me know.
I would.
I would too.
Peace.